This is the Transportation TV News Update. I'm Tony Dorsey reporting. A USA Today Gallup poll released this week of more than 1,000 adults found that most Americans said they had a positive reaction to President Obama's State of the Union address. A third of those polls said they had watched the address on Tuesday night, while an additional 28% said they had seen news reports about it. Of those groups, 65% said they had a positive reaction and 28% said they had a negative one. Transportation advocacy groups, including AASHTO, released statements supporting the president's call for greater investment in transportation infrastructure.
So over the last 2 years, we've begun rebuilding for the 21st century, a project that has meant thousands of good jobs for the hard-hit construction industry. And tonight I'm proposing that we redouble those efforts. We'll put more Americans to work repairing crumbling roads and bridges.
Figuring out how to finance these essential investments won't be easy. The poll determined more Americans said they supported the Republican call to cut spending than the president's proposed 5-year freeze on discretionary domestic spending at current levels. The president will lay out his budget in February. Republicans have said they will oppose any increase in the federal debt limit, which expires March 31st. Federal transportation funding is crucial to states, the economy, and job creation, and must be continued at nothing less than current levels, according to AASHTO President Susan Martinovich, who is also the director of the Nevada Department of Transportation. Martinovich testified before the Senate Committee on Environment and Public Works Wednesday. In an interview with Transportation TV, Martinovich told us why passage of a multi-year highway and transit authorization bill must be a top priority for Congress.
We work and need to be part of a global economy. A big component of that global economy is transportation. There's reliance on getting goods and moving people from one side of the country to the other. A lot of infrastructure is needed in order to do that. And I would say that investing in infrastructure puts people to work, helps the economy, and produces a product that will last years, decades, and benefits thousands of people.
Look for Martinovich's full testimony on AASHTO's website at transportation.org. More than 10,000 people braved the cold and snowy weather in Washington, D.C. this week to attend the 90th Annual Transportation Research Board meeting. The comprehensive event covers all transportation modes, with more than 4,000 presentations and nearly 650 sessions and workshops over 5 days. This year's spotlight theme was transportation livability and economic development in a changing world. AASHTO Executive Director John Horsley and Jean-Francois Corte, Secretary General of the World Road Association, were among the experts participating in a WRA roundtable discussion on global transportation issues. Other transportation heavyweights, like FHWA Administrator Victor Mendez, also took part in panel discussions like this one that covered transportation issues closer to home.
We have to continue working together, and if we think, sort of what Peter is saying, if we think we've delivered a recovery and now we can go back to the old way, we're not going back to the old way. We have to continue moving forward.
And National Transportation Safety Board Chair Deborah A.P. Hersman delivered the keynote address on Wednesday afternoon.
Taxpayers don't have the option to buy a warranty on their local transportation project. This room, though, holds the best insurance policy for our transportation system.
We asked TRB Executive Director Bob Skinner why this event is so popular.
No one's in control of transportation. And so the decision-making is spread out among the public sector and the private sector. It's not one industry, it's a collection of industries. We have 10,500 people each year who are coming to our annual meeting, 30 to 40,000 people a year who are participating in our activities, 6,500 people participating on our committees at any one time. And so it's that information infrastructure that we're offering that's, if not uniquely suited, especially well suited to reach out to this fragmented community we're serving.
And finally, this week marks the one-year anniversary of the announcement that $8 billion in Recovery Act grants would be going to high-speed and inner-city passenger rail projects. A new AASHTO study released on Thursday shows that states have been given the green light by the FRA to proceed on almost $4.3 billion worth of projects. The full study, state project examples, and an explanation of the economic benefits of those projects can be found at www.highspeed-rail.org. That's the Transportation TV News Update. Thanks for watching.